We're making hay. Hello everybody, welcome to Bales Hay Farm and Ranch. I'm Trevor Bales. Just pulling into a field where they're baling. Now before we get too far into this, I gotta ask everybody and remind everybody, please hit the thumbs up, the like, and please subscribe. We need all the thumbs up, help subscribes we can get. It really helps us to continue what we're doing. And share this with your friends and family. Look at that juicy spot right there. That's not good. But you know what that is? That is probably off this border. When the rake came through, sometimes that rake will, oh my gosh, there is a aphid infestation on this plant I'm looking at right now. Do you see them? Wow. Disgusting. It's Pablo. Good leaf. A lot of leaf. This field is a custom harvest field. These guys don't, I will buy all this. These guys don't spray for weeds as much as we do. So here's a foxtail, which is never fun. If you're a farmer and you sell all your stuff to anyone right now, there's not a lot of reason you'd spray for weeds because the chemicals are expensive and the price isn't, there's not a big difference between clean hay and weedy hay. There's a shortage on hay right now, and so green hay is just gonna sell. So, I mean, these guys, in a way, they're smart, not spraying their weeds. Sucks for me, I don't have to pay them the same as I'm paying someone with clean fields, but what are you gonna do? Here's an example of, like I said, not spraying for weeds. Look at all this, I don't even know what kind of grass this is, just more weeds. Yeah. So we get to fight these weeds in baling this hay, and it's gonna hurt the quality. I won't be able to sell it for as much. Well, I might be able to, I guess. I don't know. I don't like weeds. I like clean hay. We have a lot of integrity. We like to make nice hay. Man, see, that's crispy on top. So, not really green. They might be, oh, that is a little green. They are probably not running any steam with this. It's right on the verge. They could run steam. They could not. I don't know. This hay will be sold pretty quickly, so I don't know. I would almost suggest to run the steam. Hola, Manuel. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Man, it's quiet in here. Are you running steam today? No. No steam? No steam. But it's turned on, just not using it, or? No, I'm not using it. Okay. Yeah. A little too green? It's dry on the top. A little bit, yeah. It's pretty good. That's good. I'm watching it in the morning. Oh, good, good. Oh, 92 pounds. 88. What's the most moisture on the Gazika? What's too much? Yeah, what's too much? That's 18. 18 is too much? Too much, yeah. Okay. People ask 16, a lot. 16, 17, 15. 15, 17 is good. People ask me a lot, what's a too much? So I don't know. You know, little different, you know, all the. Yeah, than the probe, yeah. Yeah, because 18 on the probe is okay. Not a lot to see when you look back, just a steamer. That's where everything happens. This is the beginning of the second season with this tractor, and it's already got, I say already, it's got 1,075 hours on it. Did we get this at the very beginning of the season last year, or midway, or part way?
Oh, partway.
Partway? Oh, we didn't even have them in the beginning.
Mm.
Oh, okay, so I don't remember what month we got these, but you remember the month?
I don't know.
You don't remember anyway. Anyways, just to kind of compare how many hours we put on these things a year, but so it's not even been a full year. We're at 1,000 hours, so but what we're doing this year also, we'll have three steamers and not just one, so hopefully it'll spread that time out a little bit. But these are probably about 1,000 hours a year tractors. They already baled a couple of their fields not far away from here. They weren't too big. How many acres total today? What is this, 40?
Hey, 40, 60 maybe count that.
Maybe 100 acres total. That's pretty fast. What time did you start?
6.
6?
6, no, 7.
7?
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, it's already 10:30 right now.
3 hours.
3 hours, 100 acres in 3 hours. Pretty good. Not bad. There's Brian checking bale weights, making sure these guys are doing their jobs, I guess. That's Brian, harvest manager. Can you tell where the tedder's been? That stuff is all spread out. That stuff is not. Right now the tedder's running in a field that's rye alfalfa mix. The rye's, I'm surprised how thin this ryegrass is. The rye usually stays in, but it got warm quick. We had a couple days in the 90s last week and the week before. So that rye's just not gonna come back as strong when it's that warm. Like here, in a windrow that's super heavy with alfalfa, I don't even hardly see the rye. This rye just does not want to dry down. So he's gonna spread it all out. It's nice feed though. I like running the tedder in general. It generally gets the crop out of the field a little bit faster, and that helps a lot. Especially when it comes to the color. We're trying to save color. We're always trying to save color. Green hay is always nicer than not green hay, I guess. So we want to keep the color the best we can. You got to be fairly gentle with this thing. It's just flinging hay. Look at all this leaf loss on the ground. So realistically, he should have been doing this. Ooh, it's noon. This should have been going on probably 10 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning instead of noon. See, Manuel's checking. Manuel's awesome. He's gonna run this place one day. So dry on top, hear it? I hate to see that machine run right now. I mean, underneath is okay, but wow, losing a lot of leaf doing this. Just talked to Manuel, just like I said on that, where I first squatted down, there's not much grass in here. I think a lot of it's because of the heat. So because there's not a lot of grass, he said, let's not even run it. We don't need it. We're just knocking leaves off. We're gonna check another field, but there's no need to run this machine. It's one extra cost, burning fuel, wear and tear on the equipment, and knocking leaves off this crop if we don't need to. So we're just gonna stop right now. He's gonna go check another field and see what we think. It is gonna be pretty though. It's gonna be a nice mix. It's so important and so good to cross-train employees. He can almost do what Manuel and I do, or what Brian and I do. especially myself being so heavily on the truck and the squeeze side of things, Brian and I would have been the ones running out here and checking stuff. Now he's taught Manuel how to do it, and Manuel just does a killer job. As I say, he's going to be running this one day. I'm not joking. Brian's coming up on 60. Manuel's mid 40s. He could have a solid 10 years of running this place with us. So, and he's a great guy. Right here on the edge, somewhat like that border we just looked like, that the grass is real heavy, but even then it's just not, it's so warm right now. That tedder is just not necessary, so we'll see. Want to see something kind of cool? There's a custom harvest guy out here that rakes with his pickups. He's got his very new looking 3/4 ton and a Dodge. Looks like he's flipping it over. Yeah, they just got one rake down. So I'm sure this isn't new to anybody, but they raked this hay yesterday and it's got that ryegrass in it, or it's all rye, I can't tell. They're gonna flip it over right now and then run out here and bale it in a minute. Check out that old Dodge. That's awesome. If you're familiar with the area, the guy running this equipment's Reuben Wood, the Wood's Custom Harvest. They do my neighbor's stuff. He's got a dairy, so they do big baling for him, and they small bale too for him sometimes when he needs it. But yeah, he's been in the area a very, very long time. But yeah, if you're familiar, it's Reuben Wood who's running these pickups out here. There he is, 3/4 ton pickup. Could be a 1 ton. No, 250. I was just chatting with Reuben, super nice guy. He was telling me his dad was the first person he knew to do it. He had an old Willie's Jeep, and he would pull the rakes. He'd even pull a New Holland baler with the Jeep, which these guys used to use Jeeps when they do this stuff. I'm not sure why they went from Jeeps to pickups, maybe just hard to find or whatever, but they would also take the pickups, the chassis, and they would cut, and the drive shaft, they would cut like a foot or two out of it, change the length of the vehicle to where they didn't have to register those vehicles anymore. Because where we are, when you register a vehicle, you have to pass emissions, then also you have to pay for vehicle registration. Once they've been altered or changed that much, they didn't have to do it anymore. So they had the best of both worlds. They could drive fast down the road going from field to field, because they're custom harvest guys, so they're traveling all over the Buckeye Valley. Some nights they could go 20 miles between fields, so they could get from field to field quickly, 50 miles an hour, then get in the field and drop down in low gears. I think they were all manual transmissions, and they could rake and bale at the proper speeds. So it's pretty cool. They still do it. They still run a couple pickups. I think they run every baler and rake is run off of a vehicle. I don't think they use tractors, except they're big tractor. They're big balers. Their big balers are on big tractors, because you need a semi, I guess, to pull that baler, not a pickup. That'd be difficult. There's some fresh baby alfalfa. Hey, little baby. Well, they're big now. They're like teenagers. On the life of the alfalfa, I guess they're still pretty young. They're toddlers. We'll call them toddlers, because we'll get 4 years out of it. So you'll get your toddler year, your teenage year, your midlife year, and then your old year. So these are toddler alfalfas. They're still young and cute at this age. Look, if you look out there, let's roll this down. There's a lot of volunteer ryegrass. So this field last year, can you see it? It's the shinier looking stuff. This field last year had rye alfalfa mix in it. Sometimes it heads out, or when we disc it up, the seeds go down, get disked into the soil as well. We'll have some volunteer rye come up. I don't see a single other blade of grass in the rest of the field. I'm assuming, I'm gonna go on a limb and say we sprayed this field, and for some reason this border did not get sprayed. Whether, I don't, who knows what the reason is, but it's just funny. There's not another single blade of grass in the rest of that field. This one border has it all. So we must have, the spray guy missed a border, which doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. This rye will be gone next cutting anyways, so I'm not too concerned with it. Okay, my wife gives me a hard time. She says I talk like a news or weather guy on here. Today, folks, we're having beautiful 85-degree weather with a slight chance of maybe a cloud, no rain. That was pretty Weather Channel-ish, wasn't it? But anyways, yeah, she teases me about that. All right, next, stuff to do. So I'm still in cleanup mode on the barns. I got to get them ready, prepped and ready to go. I had 2 barns we talked about in the last video where they don't have enough gravel. They dumped a bunch of gravel the other day, so that tractor that was hooked up to the tedder, which you didn't actually get to see, they're gonna unhook it and hook it up to a scraper bucket for me. I'll jump in that and level stuff out. I'm pretty picky the way we do stuff in those barns, just because I need to train people. Like I was just talking about cross-training Manuel, I need to cross-train someone else, but eventually. So anyways, that's what we're gonna do here in a minute. All right, back in the old scraper. So you guys remember just a couple videos back I was pulling this, but we're gonna be pulling it with a different tractor. But before we do this, remember the old video, did I buy a Claas? A lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot, like 3 people. Oh, I'm not gonna follow you, it's clickbait. Well, guess what? We bought something for all you clickbait. Let's go see what it is. So we actually bought 2 things, not just one, but 2 things. You ready? Boom! Look at that 936 Fendt with some big tires. Yeah, they're not Welker styles tires, but they're still pretty cool. Someone ran into that, it looks like. This thing's brand new. You've got to be kidding me. They better discount the crap out of this. Someone took off the paint. There's our, should that be the, what do you call it, the still? I can't make it take a picture, so I haven't even driven it yet. I climbed up in it the other day. I was kind of mad at Brian. I was gonna dupe you guys and walk up like, we bought a Claas, like, just kidding, we bought a Fendt. But then they drove it home without telling me we were getting it. This thing's pretty sweet. Oh, so the second thing, we bought a new laser scraper. Our other one, which is usually right there, it's not right there. It's a lot bigger, a lot heavier, and this is an 18 foot. The other one is 16 foot. So we're 2 foot wide. Plus, what's cool about this, our other one is a single laser receiver in the back, right in the dead center. This one has 2. 1, 2. So now we're going to be able to pull, and plus this bucket is lighter. So this tractor will now be able to do dirt work, laser and disc land plane. So we did keep the articulating John Deere. So now we have 2 pieces of equipment that can do everything. This can do everything but pull our big ripper. Our ripper is big. It's just too big for this tractor, but this can laser, it can disc, it can land plane, so it can do all 3 things. That big articulating cat can rip, laser, disc, and land plane. But we got a little behind the last couple years in a row, trying to get that 1 extra cutting before we needed to turn that alfalfa in. With there being a shortage on alfalfa, we realized we're probably gonna be doing that again next year and the year after and the year after. So it came time to get another large tractor to help with the tillage. Fendt had a great deal going on. I think it was like 30% off for a sticker if you're already a Fendt owner, which is pretty sweet. So we got us a Fendt. Da, 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 da. It's a nice looking machine. Is this a time machine? You would only have 9 months. 9 months, 9 months. I don't know what this, oh, what, no. The year. That wouldn't work. That is definitely not a time machine. It does something. Oh, but here is a, no, that's a PTO. Damn, I wonder if this has to do with the PTO. But then here is your attachment. I don't know. Wait, who are these? I don't know. And the key is not in it. Where's the key? Are you kidding me? Who took the key? One cup holder. That is not a cup holder. I don't know. That's a pretty small cup holder. A little disappointed. Ooh, European plugs. That does kind of suck. But you can plug your phone in. Does this come out? Oh, it comes out, but that can't really hold much. I bet this is fuses. There's AC. This window does not open, but this is kind of cool. You can mount stuff to that, to the back sides of these. There's your wire containment systems. Radio, that does nothing. Put things up in there. I guess if you... Oh, heck yeah. Wow. Never gonna use that. Manual. There's no key. We can't hear it. I wanted to hear this baby purr. Well, so that's normal. Your throttle. Bunnies. Oh, this is how fast your hydraulics move, I guess. Lots of buttons. I don't... There's your four-wheel drive. Rear diff lock. Your PTO, which... PTO there. I guess this would be your GPS. Was that automatically in a neutral? Your... Oh, if you want to take a phone call. Hello, off, volume up and down. Kind of cool. This holds a cell phone. But you can't do anything without a cell phone these days. Whoa. I would definitely say it fell off on that side. That side is different. Here's our air conditioning. Hot, cold, lights. Your... Oh, if you're pulling a trailer, brakes, escape, and your hazards. Pretty sweet. I just wish I had a key in here to turn it on and hear it. Let's all just take a second and imagine it. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I'm super duper impressed or anything. It's always fun to get new equipment, isn't it? It is. Thanks again for watching the show, and please, 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 it helps so much when you hit that like button and comment and share. That helps us so much. Please leave a comment. I've been doing my best to keep up with everyone. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy it. Man, summer's almost here. It was 91 today. It's gonna be a hot one. It's hot. It's gonna be hot. If it's already 91 for April 4th, it's gonna be hot. We'll see you later.